Good evening and a very warm welcome to all our viewers to the second episode of season 2 of Coffee Conversations at Women on Wealth. Do give me a yes, hello, and welcome. If you are right here, you can hear me and see me. Yeah, I shall just wait to receive some responses before I begin. Yeah, anyone here already? Would be wonderful to see you, to hear you. Okay, great, great. Thank you so much. Welcome, Priyanka, and the others. So thank you very much. I would like to begin by really thanking each one of you, all our viewers, for all the love and support. And we kick-started our journey of season 2 last week with one of our most amazing participants. And for those of you who maybe have missed, you must definitely go back and do take a look at what Prachi, our first participant for our inaugural episode, had shared with all of us, that how she was so intrigued to know, to figure out that how the most amazing billionaires and billionaires create wealth. And that's what got her to Women on Wealth. And her inclination was that not only she herself creates wealth, but also lets her child, her daughter, also learn that. So that was her curiosity that got us. And we're so proud that we had her in the first episode, kickstarting the season. And as you're aware, she is now one of our leaders at the Money Book Club. So, and I'm right here back to bring to you another powerhouse of a woman from our community. And I personally would say that I really love her passion for what she does and has been wearing many, many hats. So before I begin and I introduce Rochelle to all of you, I would just like to take a minute, and for all those of you who are joining us here for the first time, I would like to share a little about what we do at Women on Wealth. And so at Women on Wealth, we are a women-centric community, and we're on a mission to financially educate 50 lakh women towards 2030. So women in our community learn how to take charge of their finances, and they do that through our online financial training and coaching programs, so that women can learn how to manage their money really well, and they can learn how to grow their money most effectively. So, in the last 9 years of our operations, we've helped women become debt free. Women have come out of living paycheck to paycheck, has saved 25% more than they ever saved before, and have built their own investment portfolio. And they've learned how to pick quality stocks through their own independent study and research. And we've been able to support and impact more than 4,000 women. Women in our community have also built their own voice in their family as finance ministers of their house, and certainly have also built their own corpus to build their businesses. So this stage of coffee conversations that we've set is really a stage to share the grand success stories of each of our community members, and to send out this message to each woman who's watching us here today live, to really let you know that how women are women in our community are taking charge of their finances. And just like that, each one of you out there can also do that. So, through their journey of success, our focus is to look at how each one of them have learned that finance and wealth creation is a system, and it can be learned. So, just like, and this is really the theme that we will continue to focus on. So, to take a minute, what is really a system? Is a system really essential? So I'm sure, if we go back to really look at how a school is a system, any learning ground is a system. And when you have that system, then we all know how learning becomes so simple, so easy. It only helps you build and grow yourself. So, on that note, I bring to you, without further ado, I bring to you Rochelle. And yes, so we have amongst us Rochelle, and I would like to take a minute to really share with you that Rochelle is a mother of three beautiful girls, a working woman who's been an IT professional with over 24 years of experience, a founder of an organization that is engaged in fighting human trafficking, and she loves gardening and lives with a passion to serve the community. And I would like to share with all of you, I truly love the passion and energy with which Rochelle comes. And the last time that I had a conversation with Rochelle, and she said that, I love being busy. And that is so unusual. I don't hear many of us saying that. So, yes, over to you, Rochelle. Warm welcome. And we're so glad to have you here with us for the second episode. And yes, I would like, for everyone's benefit, if you could introduce yourself and also tell us, did Women on Wealth come to you or you came to Women on Wealth? Yeah, over to you, Rochelle.
Thank you so much, Hira. It's always been a pleasure, ever since I got associated with Women on Wealth. My first interaction with Women on Wealth was with Sheetal. I was doing a research on, various women communities, and that's how I got in touch with Sheetal. And, and then this was about a year and a half back, and she shared a lot about Women on Wealth and, the goal and the vision on women of wealth. I mean, that really stirred within me to know more about what women on wealth is all about, to go and find out what they're doing. And that is where my journey towards on wealth started. The whole goal and purpose just drew me towards it, because it was here helping community of women to come together and talk about finance, because finance is normally never a topic that women discuss. We normally say, finances, money, let the man in the house deal, or it's a man's portfolio and stuff like that. And I was so excited and eager to know more about it, and that's where my whole journey with Women on Wealth started off.
That's great. So glad to hear that. So, so what really, Rochelle, got you to kickstart this journey for yourself of taking charge of your finances?
So here I have to give you a little background. So I've been working all these years, and never really gave importance to finance. Yes, and it normally happens that for us, just before filing our taxes and our returns for the year, and just for that sake, you'll go put some money here, there. You really don't uh, put a real seriousness into understanding where it is and what it, you think, okay, just to evade some taxes or something like that. And that's how I was dealing with my finances, to be really very honest. But then my interactions with Sheetal really gave me, stirred that within me to know that money is much more than that. I really did not know how that it really opened my eyes to know that I was not really dealing with my finances the way I should be dealing with it. And I also believe that we have to be good stewards of whatever we have. So it's not just about our talents and being good at work, but I think it's also equally important that we also be good stewards of the monies that we have and the monies that we earn. And that was something that I really thought about it, and started working towards it. And this whole fear about investing, that was something which I really had in me, that because you only hear of so much of the negative thoughts about don't invest, you can burn your hands, the stock market has never been the right place to invest, all these negative thoughts that we keep hearing from whoever it may be. That set a fear within me. And those were some of the challenges that really got into me. And that's why I never used to look at finance, just the basics. Okay, you're doing something, you're managing your taxes, and that's about it. So for me, that was where I was.
I can so connect with this that as working women, our focus sometimes is so much only and only on earning money that, even with respect to taxes, we tend to keep relying on maybe people around, or, just maybe doing it for that time, just about for that
Exactly.
immediate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Yes, I can definitely connect with you. So, Rochelle, so when you came and you began with our Money Gym program, so, what has so far been the impact of the program, on your life? And if you could share that a little with everyone.
I really don't have words to just say, words of gratitude towards what Women on Wealth has done to me, because that has been the impact on me. And the impact is not just rested on me, but it has percolated down to my family. And one of the main things that I got as a takeaway from being part of the Money Gym is, learning the systems, understanding the process. How do you become financially free? I mean, how do you start saving? What are the various methods of saving? We used to just put money in our PF. I mean, we are just thinking, but actually it does make a lot of sense to invest in your PF, because for your retirement there is some money there. So, this whole thing about how do you save, and Priyanka always keeps talking about these three things: save, invest, grow, save, invest, grow. And, that is something that, I think I can just talk about it for hours together about, how important it is to save, what is save, first of all, what is invest, and then, what is grow. Earlier, we didn't think about invest or grow. It was only about say, okay, we just save some money. Okay, it is there. But, the whole course has really given me a full 360 degree of how someone should take control of their finance right up from how do you put your goals, how do you track your finances, how do you invest, and at the same time, how do you make your money grow. I mean, so this whole what do I say? This whole methodology that Priyanka has brought out through the Money Gym program has been an amazing tool for me. And, the money in and money out sheet. I mean, that's become like for me a ritual. Every day I look at it. Okay, here is my expense. I take down my monthly statement, see is it tallying, to see whether what I've done and what is what I, because, and thank God for digitalization today, every transaction digital, so it's so easy to just go to your bank, download that statement, and just cross check where your money is going. And I think it has been able to put me on a foot now to say where I know where my money is going, and not at the end of the month say, oh my God, where's all the money gone? Today I can say, where did this 5 rupees go? Where did this 10 rupees go? So you really don't feel bad about it, even if you have to, splurge something on yourself, because you know that you've done it for yourself. And I think you deserve it. So I think that's the impact of what the Money Gym program to me is, and the whole gamut of it.
Awesome. So, while you just mentioned this amazing thing about how we learn in our community about save, invest, and grow, and if I were to recollect, what I had known that okay, earn, spend, save, right? So how that has definitely changed now for us, isn't
Yeah.
it? So we're looking at earn, save, invest,
Yeah.
spend, and see it grow.
And you know it. So now you spend. So even, because earlier when you spent, you were thinking, oh my God, end of the month, it's all over. Where is my money gone? But when you start writing it down and you start prioritizing and you cut down, okay, this month, when you go back and you look at the previous month, you will find a lot of unnecessary expenses. And then you know where to cut your corners. I mean, we're not saying don't spend, but do a rightful spending. You need to enjoy life too. I mean, you don't need to not enjoy life by saying, no, I'll save all my money. But I think it's taught me how to prioritize and ensure that I also enjoy life spending the money that I need to spend it rightfully.
Awesome. So tell me, this really tells me you did mention that, three adult daughters, and while we were talking, you mentioned that how, our conversations at home have really shifted. So why don't you tell us a little about, while you've seen this amazing impact in your own money life and in your own life, how has it impacted the family? And yeah.
Yeah, so to be very honest, here, earlier when we talk about finance at home, no one had any clue. We were all in the air, and we would hardly have financial discussions at home as such. And between me and my husband, if we talk finance, then we would end up in a little bit of a misunderstanding, the normal kitch kitch that happens. No, you are not this, you don't know, it's like this, it's like that. So, many a times we'll say, okay, let's not talk finance at home, let's run it the way it's running. So, but now once you gain the knowledge and you have people to help you and support you, it has made a lot of difference in my home. Today, we sit at the dinner table, we do have conversations with finance. Like, for example, I go back after my classes. It's for me, I do my practice at home with my girls. And my husband obviously overhears all of this and he knows, oh, they're talking finance. I'm not going to get there because then, he gets, because for him, he may not be able to be very honest, he may not have the info, or he might say, oh, she knows too much, I rather not get there. So the conversations are normally between me and my girls, all three of them. And we discuss about finance, how do you deal. So my two girls have just started working, my elder two girls, and they've already started on their goal sheet. So I've got them to write their goals. So now they're more clear as to what they want in their life, at least for the next 5 years, 10 years. I said, even if it's not going to happen, you put it there. Let's start working towards it. And, and how do you start? Because they've just started working. So it makes sense for them to start now and not start at my age, 24 years or 20. But it's never too late to start anything, I'll still say that. So they've started saving, they've opened their demat account, they've started investing. My big girl has already done investing in the gold bonds, in the sovereign gold bonds, because we just had to of the cycle. So good enough, she was, yeah, ma, yes, let's put in some money now. Because you say, I have to put my eggs in many baskets. I mean, don't put your eggs just in one basket. So yeah, I have to put something good, and that this is open now, let's put it there. I said, yes, go ahead. So she has invested her monthly, last month's salary as well as this month's salary into the gold bond. So we have started, and they've seen the impact, and they've seen that the ownerships, there's a lot of responsibility. You start owning your money, you don't take money lightly, you start respecting yourself, and you start. And I always say, they always have, my kids, thank god, they all have a heart to serve. So I said, if you really want to serve, if you want to do something for society, how will you do it if you do not have the money to help the underprivileged who don't have? So that's where we are today in our home, and we're very happy talking about finance. And I have my daughter's friends also who come in on a Sunday to visit us now that the restrictions are off. So we only talk finance now, and they're all like, auntie, now where do I put? I said, I am not going to tell you where to put, but you will read, study it, be part of the community. So that's how it's going right now here at home.
How amazing is that? So, okay, so while friends are coming home, they're not only getting treated with great food, but great learning on
Yeah.
finances. Yeah, that's amazing. So, yes, I do remember you mentioned that how you were sharing this, your journey with your friends. So, is there a message that you have for all the other women around, your friends and who are here for you, cheering you?
Oh yes, I know a lot of them, and thank you so much, friends who acknowledged it on Facebook and on other social media that I've posted it. Thank you so much, family and friends, for your support. But here is my message to you. Understand that money is like a seed; it is meant to grow and multiply. Remember, money and wealth are not the same, so don't be afraid. Keep it simple, clean. Fulfill your dreams and aspirations, and let money not come in the way of you reaching your purpose and destination. This is my first message to all you friends and family out there. You start, take charge of your finances, take charge of your life, start to save, start investing, let your money grow, learn to spend money. Unless you have money, you cannot spend money. So please make the money to spend the money, make the money to go on your vacations, dream big. Have your financial plans, have your financial goals, get yourself also insured. It's so important that having a medical insurance. Thank god we all work, so our offices take care of it. But I know when I've taken breaks, I've never had to think twice because I've already taken a personal health insurance. So I always, and I've benefited from it personally. So I know the importance of having a health insurance. So please, if you don't have a personal insurance, you need to start thinking in those lines. How do you plan for your retirement? And women, we live longer than men. Research has proven it. So we need to live and have the money to live those long lives. So investing is simple, but at the same time, it's not easy. We carry a lot of investment baggage, but don't worry about what you hear, but just do your own research. Come along, We are here to help you grow. We are here to help you get to your dreams. You be your own decision maker. We don't need to, nothing against the brokers or the financial advisors, but we should also be equally equipped to handle our own finances, because we are working. It's our money. It's our hard earned money. So it's our responsibility to ensure we take care of our money. So when wealth building isn't rocket science, it's a good thing, and we need to be good stewards of you know what God has given us and blessed us with.
I so connect with when you say that, it is not a rocket science. So even before I came, for me too, it certainly seemed as a rocket science, but how, our structures and the way it's create, the programs, the way at Women on Wealth, we've received the programs in such a step-by-step fashion. So, if you would like to share that, how this journey for you with respect to working on the structures, and how has it really been for you working step by step? Yeah, could you share that?
Yeah, so here are the whole methodology that the Women on Wealth has through the Money Gym program. Right up from right the first session being your goal setting, and then writing your network sheet. Those. I mean, I'm telling you, network sheet blew me off, to be really very honest, because that's where you really need to know where you stand. And there was this one formula that, Priyanka always talks about and is there in the sheet is, what is your net worth per hour? I mean, by the time you calculate it and come it, you feel like, oh my God, it's so bad. Am I only worth this so much? I thought I was worth much more. The whole entire methodology that we have, for the whole 10 weeks that we go through in those sessions, and more than anything, the homework and the research that we do and the exposure that we have, being part of this community, I think that's a great benefit. That's what we women need today. We need to be with like-minded women who think on the same platform, even with finance. I will say, I mean, I'm reading this book, I'm not sure if you have read it, but it's called The Wealth Chef by Ann Wilson. Okay. And she so nicely talks about it, where she refers finance to, being a chef, because we all love to be in the kitchen. And, she talks about, the four taste buds that we have, and how, everything that we do is so related to our cooking, to the recipes that we have. It was so nicely, and I think that's where this whole community comes together, and we together can make a difference for one another.
Thanks. Yes, and I think that's a lovely book. Sounds. I mean, I haven't picked it up, and we have picked many books in our Money Book Club. And thank you so much for this suggestion. And we should really bring this into. So, sorry. So while I see that we have many of our uh, community members and friends who've joined us, and I'm just putting forth, in case any one of you have any questions for Rochelle, it'll be great. It'll be interesting to really have, to really have firsthand to hear Rochelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, folks, it's never rocket science. I mean, that's all that I need to say. And, my message is, just get on board, get there, share, learn. We together can make a difference. I mean, we can make a difference to society. We can make a difference to one another. So, that's, I know change is painful, but, we take that courage to just seek that change and make that change. Finance is a lifestyle. We need to make finance our lifestyle.
Right. And I would like to share that, yes, our intention of focusing on looking at finance as a system truly comes, from the space that can this really become a part of our lifestyle? Just like, how Priyanka at Women of Wealth, Priyanka would say that working on your money life is not a weekend activity.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
not.
It is a daily activity.
Yeah, it is. I would say it is your daily activity. I would say it's your minute by minute activity because you work for it. You money. No one comes and just gives you, even if it is 10 rupees. No one comes and gives it to you just like that, right? You need to. It's your own hard-earned money that you have worked, and you. So obviously you need to respect it, love it, take care of it. Like I said, we need to nurture it. It's like a tree. Let it grow. Give it the right fertilization, give it the right, what do I say, path for it to grow. Let it just expand, and you will bear the fruit of it. So uh, that's what women, taking control of your finances, when you take charge of it and just not let it be there, like once a year at the financial year, and when you really have to file your taxes, that you're looking at your finances. No, it is something that has to be part of your life. And I would say finance has to be part of our DNA. It is just not uh, to be something left loose, but I think it's something that is very vital and important. And I think that's the reason why we don't look at it. Sometimes things that are very close to our heart, sometimes we just leave it because we take it for granted. And I think we really don't give it that importance or seriousness. And I think we need to change that mindset. We need to change our approach towards how we deal and take care of our money. It's all about taking care of the money that we have.
Great. So on this note, Rochelle, one of the last questions that I have for you is that we did speak about, that how at Women on Works, the various activities we pretty much have every day. We have an activity, right, for all of
Yes.
us as community members. What have been some of those activities which have really propelled your journey and actually have, enabled you to make this a part of your lifestyle?
So here are there. We have these activities every day. Every day there is something that is there either on Facebook or it's a Zoom call. And to me, what really stands out is the decoding that Priyanka does on Facebook every Tuesdays at 10 o'clock in the morning. Which is on ET Wealth, and she also does decoding the economic times on Fridays at 10 a.m. To be honest, Hira, to me, economic times is only a pink paper that is left there for people who deal with finance and who are CEOs and CFOs, not for anyone else. To me, economic times was Greek and Latin. When I opened it and read it once or twice, I used to think, what are they saying? I don't understand anything. But today, after being part of the Money Gym program and being part of these decoding sessions, I'm able to understand what are those terminologies. Today, I look forward to reading the Economic Times. I look forward to Priyanka bringing out those tips about how to even, read the Economic Times. I mean, that's the beauty of what this program has. And, because we do not have exposure to finance, so all these small things do help us learn and enrich our knowledge about what finance is. So these are two major sessions which I normally try to attend as far as possible if work doesn't come in the way. And of course, the ongoing activities that happens on Facebook and all the other live sessions, the book club. Wow, I shouldn't miss about that. The online book club, which happens on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. I mean, that's another stellar show that people need to be part of. So friends, those who are there, try to jump onto any of these online digital forums that are there, which talks about all of these various things, and it will be really nice if you could take charge. I mean, these are just steps that will help you take charge of your finance. And it has really helped me. And that's the reason why I am recommending these things. I wouldn't have said it if I have not tested it. I have tried and tested it. So for me, it has worked. And if it has worked for me, I'm sure it is going to work for you too, whoever is watching this.
This
Yeah,
is
thanks
so.
a lot, Meera, for putting that. Sorry, for putting that on the screen with all the
Yeah,
various. So, folks,
yeah.
please take a snapshot of it.
Right, right, absolutely. And I thought, this would really help. So for each one of you who are looking at, please follow us on Facebook, and yes, please come in, please show us and join us for these interactions that are there. So throughout the week, we are there live, and yes, do take a snapshot of this. And we have received a question, and this is okay. So we have received a question from um, Vinita, and Vinita's asking you, would you let us know for how long are you associated with Women on Wealth, and how has it really helped you grow your finances? So maybe
Uh,
yes,
yeah,
briefly.
Vinita, I had my first conversation with Sheetal about a year and a half, and I've been following Women on Wealth for almost a year and a half. But I enrolled for their program, I think in the month of June, if I'm not mistaken. That's when I enrolled for the Money Gym program. But before that, I used to attend, all these courses and free things that were there on Facebook, and that's how I started my journey. And it has really made a difference in my life, Vinita. It has helped me take charge of my finances. It has helped me discuss and be more open to discussing finance with my family and my children. And I can see the fruit of it because my children have started taking action. So for me, that is where I know that I'm on the right track, because if my children can see the worth of it and see the value of it, I mean, as a parent and as a mother, I mean, it just brings joy to my heart.
Great. So, Rochelle, on this note, I would also like to, it would be such a privilege to have you share with everyone, when how you began your journey through that conversation and attending the free session. So, we do have an upcoming free session. And it would be great, yes, if you can invite, our viewers and all the friends who are watching. And for everyone's benefit, let me just share that so that yes, you could also, invite them. So we have a free session coming up. Yeah.
So, to all my wonderful people out there who's watching this session and who watched me live, thank you so much, first of all, for spending, your last 30 minutes. And the whole reason why you even took, you could have spent this 30 minutes doing something else, but I think you have already taken your first step of action by coming and seeing what this program is about, or what is it that Rochelle is involved in, what is it that she's doing so differently, that she is, here today talking about finance or whatever she has been doing. So I here earnestly recommend that you jump onto this bandwagon of Women on Wealth and just be part of it. There's nothing that you're going to lose out of it, but I assure you that this is only a program that will only enhance you. It'll just help you grow. It'll just make you a better person. I mean, to be very honest, it has helped me discipline myself in so many ways, which I know I was lacking. And because of this program, I myself have disciplined myself in so many ways. I would love each one of you, jump on, try it out. I mean, unless you test the waters, you'll never know it. So uh, try out on these, join the Facebook live sessions, join the Zoom classes, be part of the conversations that Priyanka and the rest of the team have. And we are always here to help one another. I mean, that's the whole vision of Women on Wealth, that we together as women, and that's the whole idea of the community. Community is that we are here together to help and empower one another. So I welcome you all, please, to be part of this group and this whole forum. It is a great beneficial to me, and so I invite each one of you to be part of Women on Wealth. And thank you, and wish every woman success in being wealth creators. Wealth is not a miracle, it must be earned or created. And with that, thank you so much, Hira, and thank you
Thank
all
you
for
very much.
watching.
Thank you very much. And on this note, for all our viewers, so as Rochelle mentioned and invited, that this Sunday coming up, we have the financial success model session, which is happening at on the 13th, and it's from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And please do reach out, and please, we have the link right up there on the description. You could, reach out to us, and there is a number you could reach out to us there and join us in. Please register. So thank you very much. And on this note, Rochelle, it was such an amazing pleasure to have you here amongst us. And yes, I wish you great luck and for a lot more wealth to be created, not only for you, but also for your daughters. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
very
Veera,
much.
for having me on the show. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank
Bye.
you. Yeah, thank you. And for all our viewers, so um, look forward to the upcoming conversations and with many more of our successful women. And I'm looking forward to see you all next week, same time. Bye bye.